Good evening to DeFiChain News on the 1st November 2023, the news show that provides you with the latest updates on DeFiChain project. If you like the show, then let's go crazy on the like button. It wakes up the algorithm and helps the project. Subscribe and click the bell button. And stay until the end, because we will discuss the next shows and dates. Afterwards, we also have some time to answer your questions, so please put them here in the chat. But before we start now with the headlines, I would like to welcome my co-moderator and expert of DeFiChain, Lord Mark. How
Good
are you on this wonderful Wednesday?
Yeah, good to have you back, DC. Missed you last week. It was a little bit lonely here in the
sad.
studio.
Really sad. And
cool.
yeah,
You okay?
today
You're fit, healthy, everything fine? No
healthy,
virus around?
back to normal. Back to
Cool.
normal life. And
Amazing.
yeah, a lot of things happen now. Yeah, 1 week not available, and I had a feeling I missed a lot.
Yeah,
and now we can cover it in the news show.
And it's Christmas soon. It's only 2 more months. The year's over. It's absolutely insane, right? This year was so short. Hey, DC, let's jump in the headlines.
Yeah. Our main topic and title of the show, hard fork block for mainnet. We will cover it and show you when is the hard fork. Meta Chain update, directly related to it. And then we have our regular points, notable mentions, community projects and updates, and the future dates.
Unbelievable.
Correct. Like usually on Monday, we are discussing what's the title of the show. And we had again nearly no idea and said, okay, let us use.
We have to give a little bit insight how that works normally, DC, because I think that's really funny. So let me tell the story, okay? So Monday, so around lunchtime, I normally get a message on WhatsApp from Mr. DC. Mark, what's the title this week?
So that's on German side. It's
yeah, it's morning, right? You're always one of the
6 o'clock or so.
Yeah, you're one of the first guys in Germany that I'm in touch. Wakes up, first thing, Mark, what's the title? Me answering normally, I've got no effing idea, to be honest. And then we start brainstorming, and DC had the great idea. All credits to him. He said, hard fork block, question mark. So we thought it can't get any better.
And we played it really well, right? You can now explain.
Very smart. Now we can explain what really happened.
Question mark, you can remove it and you explain what's behind hard fork block.
Okay, let's do that. Let's try. So you help me out if I mix something up there. So there is a RC2. So it's not remote controlled. It's release candidate 2. And that's a release candidate on steroids, because at least 50% of disk space reduction and 50% increase in performance. So that must be either powered by Red Bull or on testosterone. So it seems to be good. We are still waiting for the software to be released to get everything going. So how does that normally work? So the last fixes and improvements are going to be taken care of, and then the software is going to be pushed out. And the really important part is, in this piece of software, there's the hard fork block coded in. So actually the software knows that at a certain point in time, when the certain block arrives, and that's the beautiful block 3,462,000, the hard fork gonna happen. And then there's gonna be the hard fork. Shortly after that, there's gonna be the EVM layer kind of activated. So the hard fork doesn't stimulate the EVM layer immediately. It's gonna be most likely a little bit after, but it's kind of happening at the more or less the same time. So I don't know, I assume it's gonna be at the same day or something like this. If you wanna know how far we are out from the hard fork, there's a countdown like always. DC like always put in the show notes. Check it out. It was around 14th or 15th November. Might be still in that area, I guess. Yeah, so pretty soon, in 2 weeks, DeFi Meta Chain finally should be live. So now it's 13 days, 14 hours. Yeah, so it's around 15th of November. That means like you said in the German one, most likely in the next news show, not next news show, 2 weeks down the road, we can talk. Yeah, and hopefully everything went well. That's it.
Great.
For the mainnet, hard
And-
fork block at least.
Cool, thanks. And we have a title for the show in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Note it down.
DeFi Meta Chain live. Amazing. Everything went flawlessly. Welcome to the new age of DeFiChain. It's a long title, right?
Cool. Meta Chain, we are at the next topic. Can you give us an update what's happening here? Even we are not live, yeah, but a lot of things are happening.
Absolutely, a lot in preparation for the launch is happening at the moment. So DeFiChain Labs announced that there's gonna be this learn and earn campaign. It's not a classic learn and earn campaign in that way that like the investors gonna get trained on stuff. It's a developers campaign. I think a pretty good idea. Because the idea behind it is working together with StackUp. It's kind of a development platform, I think, or learn and earn campaign platform. We want to bring developers in who understand DeFiChain and DeFi Meta Chain better and then build or start building on DeFiChain. I think that's what we need. A lot of projects, bring a lot of interest, bring a lot of new capital, bring just a lot of fresh air into the ecosystem, and is so capable. I think it has a lot to offer in the near future. And there are several quests. First quest is introduction to DeFiChain and DeFi Meta Chain. Okay, that's pretty nice, kind of educational content. You should know what you're dealing with. The second quest is use cases for DeFiChain and Meta Chain layer. Also good. Gives you maybe an idea what you want to do. Quest 3 is now mint your own fungible token. So not a non-fungible token, a fungible token, and they are all similar, like DFI would be a fungible token. Quest number 4, capstone project, MetaSwap smart contract. Okay, kind of building your own DEX. How can you swap stuff? Quest number 5, capstone project, MetaSwap front end. Now you need a UI, user interface, to do the swap. So now we are more or less where a DEX should be. So I think everybody who could follow along is really set up for success to build something on DeFi Meta Chain. And I think that's a really great approach to bring developers in.
It's a great idea, and you can win prizes. I think
by the way,
they mentioned it with each quest you can mint a certain amount of dollar in DFI.
See, learn and earn. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's why it's called learn and campaign. Actually, pretty logically, right? Yeah. Cool. Then next one, we have this absolutely amazing DMC project overview spreadsheet that you designed quite a while ago. It's growing. It's growing not only on line items when new projects come in, it's also growing in columns because you added a new column. What did you add this week, DC?
Already last week, the project's live on the testnet. We had before the Chungy testnet. Now we have the real testnet, and people are also deploying their smart contracts, and you can use them.
Okay, cool. Yep. So if you want to know who is building, what's happening, go on DC's spreadsheet. Absolute. That's this jump off point. Good. Next project update, and now a virtual drum roll because I'm so excited because sorry to advertise here a little bit, being part of the team. Chefsphere, we finally revealed our brand new landing page. You find it under www.chefsphere.com or chefsphere.io. What's this landing page all about? First of all, it deals with these typical topics. What is the Chefsphere? What are the products? We haven't been speaking much about that so far. How's the roadmap gonna look like? And who's the team? And we are especially proud who are our advisors. You're gonna see a couple of very well-known faces from DeFiChain on the advisor board. We are super stoked to have them all on board. So check that out. Don't want to give it away. You have to go to the website. I think the website is really pretty. I hope you like it. Give us feedback, maybe not on the website, there's no feedback section, but we decided we had all these Chefsphere we had all these Chevlis social media channels, but Chefsphere is the decentralized version of it. So we said we need brand new social media channels. That's why there's a brand new Discord, there's a brand new Telegram group, there's a brand new YouTube channel, and of course a Twitter or X account. Yeah, if you want to show some love for our Chefsphere project, subscribe to all these channels, stay updated what's gonna happening, and then you are set up for success with Chefsphere in the near future. Good, enough advertising for Chefsphere. DMC Universe. DMC Universe, really interesting project, should bring attention to DeFiChain. It's gonna be kind of a database, how I understand it, where you can actually search also for different features of projects, what I've seen on the screenshot. So for example, you can search for liquidity mining, then it's going to list all the projects that do liquidity mining. It's done by Paddy. It's going to go live also soon. On Twitter, there's more information to be found. DeFi Bets, Lars published a new video in German this time about the project and how to use it. And now you can test DeFi Bets also on the testnet. And the cool thing is now you can actually bet now. You described it so well, I haven't checked it out. How's the Bitcoin price going to look like in the near future? And I think the narrower you kind of zoom in on the price, the more DFI you can win, if I understood that right. Is that explained?
You're defining a min and a max price and the date. Yeah, and if you are in the range, you can win. And you directly see the factor. Yeah, you are playing with play money credits called. Everyone has 1,000, and now there's a campaign running 3 weeks or so, and who can make the most gains there? Yeah, with betting on the Bitcoin price. Really interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. You sound excited. You mentioned that before.
Yeah, like today is Fed meeting. Who knows what's happening? Yeah.
Oh, good point. Yeah, and you can win a couple of DFIs, 30 DFI for the winner from Lars directly, and you get an NFT as well. So that's cool. Let's see where this project takes us. Then VanillaSwap, they released a new version, 0.9.0, was deployed on Meta Chain testnet. Links in the show notes. Everybody's invited to test the features and give feedback to the project developers. Also have a special eye on the liquidity locker. They implemented some changes, so there's maybe some feedback. Very welcome. The DeFiChain NFTs collection will be moved now to DMC once it launches. So before we had them on Polygon or Binance Smart Chain. Now, of course, with DeFi Meta Chain, NFTs are also going to be very easy or simple to kind of use on DeFi Meta Chain. So these things can be moved over if you want. I'm really looking forward to have our own DeFiChain NFT marketplace sooner or later. I've heard there's also something in a making. So if there's updates, let us know. And Maurice, he's also from the DeFiChain NFT team. He published a video tutorial how you can easily transfer DFI and all the debt tokens from DeFi, from the DMC layer to the DeFi native layer. So actually, how can you swap up and down of these tokens? Check out the video links in the show notes. So much about the DMC projects DC for today.
A lot of things are happening, and I really can recommend go on the testnet and try it out on your own to learn how this plays. It's different to our native layer. You have to interact, you have to sign, you have to send a transaction, you have to claim rewards, and so on. And on the testnet, you can play around and learn how it's working, and then you are prepared for yourself or on yourself for the mainnet launch. So it's not only for the projects, also for you, that you know what to do if the projects are going really, really live with the real DFI, not the testnet one. Cool. Then point 3 in the show notes is notable mentions. What else happened in this week?
Another burn, another week, another burn. So a couple of Ethereum, nearly 4 Ethereum have been burnt from the big team. So the proceeds out of the staking are always going to be burnt. So actually DFI are bought. Ethereum is swapped into DFI, and then the DFI are sent to the burn address. That's about 25,000 DFI that have been kind of made useless, have been burned, sent to this address that is not accessible anymore. Helps also to reduce or to lesser the inflation. Coming to inflation, unbelievable, 90% of all DFIs have been minted already. This is insane, actually. That means there's not much more rewards that can come out here. That also means if there's a lot of utility offered by these new DMC projects, we are in high demand of these DFI. A lot of DFIs are locked up. There's not much like free flowing around. So this is going to be very, very interesting in the near future. I didn't have this on the radar. 90% is a lot. Huh, that's really crazy. And then DeFiChain developer documentation. They just released a revamped developer documentation for DeFiChain. Stay tuned. It's on defichainlabs.gitbook.io. The link is in the show notes.
Right.
Yeah.
Link in the show notes. Easier than to remember the URL. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Also there. Updates every week.
Yeah.
And we also have updates on the good old community projects. You mentioned in German mostly good news, but the one or other maybe not so good news.
Yo.
Let us know.
Okay. We start with the not so good news. So it's not about bashing projects here, but there's maybe something that the community didn't like so much in the couple of last days. Lock stopped doing their service. I mean, they didn't stop the service, they just stopped paying the rewards to everybody who parked the DFI on the Lock masternodes. Maybe a little announcement here, or maybe as a suggestion to all the customer of Lock. Get your DFIs off these masternodes. There are still 90 masternodes, so these are still 180,000. No, these are more. 1.8 million DFI on masternodes, right? Yup. That are sitting there and creating proceeds, creating rewards for the Lock team, but the Lock team is not paying them out. I don't want to comment on that. It's just if you're not aware of that, you're going to wake up one day and there's not going to be any rewards. So get them off, put them on bake, get a masternode from the My DeFiChain team, put them on your wallet, use them for all kind of other projects, but don't let them sit there. Makes completely zero sense. And is completely waste of your resources. Then the DEX Trading Masters team. So now we come to the positive things. DEX Trading Masters number 3 is running. Alex and his team doing a fantastic job here. Trading is going crazy. The number 1 guy who is really in the lead is outperforming everybody. He has elite. His portfolio is now 1,248 USD. Second place, 862, and I think they started off at about 500 USD, if I'm correct. So that means he more than doubled his earnings in 3 weeks. Was absolutely insane. Who is the guy, actually? Who is in number 1? Who is in the lead? Do we have the name?
This cryptic name. It's Man of the Woods.
Okay, Man of the... He was battling out, I think, against Mr. Swayze last week already. Yeah. They were fighting for first place. So the man out of the woods, or the man in the woods, whoever that is doing a fantastic job here. And the battle is still ongoing. All the other ones are fighting close, nose on nose for place number 3, 4, 5, 6, up to whoever's in there. But it's gonna stay really, really interesting. So the trading floor is burning, oil is on fire. Check that out. There was a meta, so somebody, and now maybe that's the next topic already, DEX Trading Live team who is actually facilitating this competition. They said there was a pool shift on the meta pool. So somebody was like really selling heavily meta and shifted the pool. So watch out for slippage if you trade in pools, especially if you do bigger orders in smaller pools. And the pool shifted by 55%. So somebody was smart enough to catch that, bought the meta most likely pretty cheap and made some serious money, some serious gains with that. And I think also that brought the guy to the first place with his trade. Most likely he did a bigger trade, but at least in the competition he had his $500 involved. So that's about the DEX trading team. Then in the market, Paddy released a new newsletter like every week, German and English available. Meta Chain knowledge survey, update on DeFiChain Lite wallet, release candidate RC2, vanilla swap successfully implemented on testnet RC2, and the today's community space in 8 p.m. German time. So that's really today. Check that out. There are now community spaces again in German and English available. DeFiChain Data, they make now a service available that you can call the API endpoints. So you go on Google Docs. I think that's a very nice feature. Before, I don't know who used it already. You can actually, if you type into Google Docs, there's a certain formula. I don't know, you can request the Bitcoin price or the Tesla price or whatever. Now, all the data that is available, like most likely trading volume, token prices, I don't know what data is available. There's for sure some documentation that you can check out, can be implemented or can be actually pulled into a spreadsheet, and you can work with that. You build your own spreadsheet, whatever you want to do. That's very, very helpful. I would have needed that like months ago when we did, when the DEX trading started. That was really interesting. So we can build really cool spreadsheets now. Then a kind of a mysterious project surfaced recently, DeFiChain Islands. What's that, DC?
No clue.
No clue. So
They said next level entertainment and marketing. Maybe a short movie, a trailer,
a game,
it looks
whatever,
like a game.
right? Everything. Let's see. The guy from Vestis, they had a merch shop, and check it out. There's a tweet. No more concrete info so far, but there's gonna much more information hopefully coming up. The artwork, very 80s style, reminds me on best times of Miami Vice, pink palm trees and stuff. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna report about that next week for sure. And then on the 11th of November, that's normally Carnival starting in Germany, is the next NFC event, NFC 16, and it's going to be in Munich. There's also going to be a big community meetup. About 80 people are expected. If you need a ticket, get in touch with Mark76 or Bene from DeFiChain Epic. They can help you with that. If you want to attend the community meetup, what we've heard, it's in the restaurant Fami in Munich, whatever that is. Seems to be popular because it seems to be more or less fully booked. But get in touch with the guys who organize it if there's still availability for this meetup. And then maybe a shout out, a couple of well-known community members are gonna participate also. Kügi is gonna be there, Andreas, Michael Fuchs, Maurice, Paddy, Ben, Fur, and maybe also Santiago, Paul, Lucas from eBox. So it's gonna be for sure interesting evening to attend. I think the community meetup is on the day before the event, on the 10th of November, and on the 11th, it's big fight night. DeFiChain is sponsoring the fight, one of the main awards of the night. So that's gonna be interesting. Support them, go there, meet other members, and and have a great or have 2 great evenings. That's it with the projects, DC.
Long news show today. A lot of things are happening, and we are full speed moving towards Meta Chain launch. And tell us what else is happening now till the next news show.
Yeah, very important. Next news show Wednesday. Don't miss it. Absolute no-brainer. Be here. Get the latest and greatest updates. And then there's an English Community X Space on Monday, the 6th of November, 4 p.m. Central European Time. Check it out for the English-speaking community. If you want to join, last week we had a special. They had. I'm not doing this. Somebody else is in charge there. Prasanna was there with a couple of updates. So you never know who is going to attend. Show them some love. Share the invitation. It's always great to see other teams doing stuff here, also on social media. That's it for the dates. That's it for the topics for today, DC.
Great Wednesday. Thanks a lot, Mark, for covering all the topics. I think we still have a couple of minutes left for the one or other question in the chat. Please put them there. We take the time. And I would say thank you for watching it. Thank you for watching it later. It helps the project. Give us a like, share it, and then see you soon here on the channel with the next episode. Maybe official node software release there and other projects. Who knows? Stay tuned. Have a great time. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we are not back. Yes. Here we are. Okay.
Here we are.
Fantastic. Cool. Yeah, finally we are. Cool. Yeah, always something happening here. Alex is here. Greetings from Bangkok. We have a strong Thai community here now. DC is also here, but you're from here. Christian is here. Honsan from the DEX trading team is here. Andy is here from Team Chevlies. Then Nick the Griffin. Do you guys know when approximately all EFI? I mean, that's a really good question. I was thinking myself, you said it's about another 7 years or 9 years or something like this?
7, 8 years. So we started with a scheme where the block rewards are reduced every 11 days by 1.6%. And this scheme was for 10 years. And it's roughly 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we are still seeing block rewards for years, but they are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So the amount is getting less and less. So 10% distributed over years.
Cool. Perfect. Somebody says OC. Okay. What means OC? OG's original gangster, OC?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry. Honsan. Okay.
Maybe I had to laugh.
Yeah. Okay. Reveal, big reveal. Man of the Woods sends his greetings.
Please take the second message from him a little bit down.
Here we go. Wait, what does he say? I know him. I know him really well. See him every day when I walk by the mirror. Okay, we got it. Thanks for the hint. Sorry, I didn't know that. Okay, now it's the big reveal. The mystery super trader revealed himself. Okay, all good. Then Chevlis is here. Hey all. And Chef Sphere is also here. Yeah. Hopefully the rocket's gonna leave the station and we fly to the moon soon. Okay, there's Honson again. Tarek El Sabi. Sorry?
Question for you, or?
Yeah. Chefsphere has interesting services. What are the expectations as performance of Chefsphere till end of the year? ITMC product services such as staking reflected in DeFiChain income dashboard. So, very good question. So, thanks for all interesting services. Yes, we think we're going to bring a couple of really cool things out there that hopefully bring a lot of utility to DeFi Meta Chain. That's how everything started. Is it going to be included in DeFiChain income dashboard? I have a good feeling that it's going to be like this, that the DeFiChain income dashboard is done by Igor, and Igor is our CTO. I'm pretty sure he's going to include that in the dashboard. Yeah, stay tuned. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen for sure. Hey, Igor, you've got a job to do here, as it seems. Cool. Even if he doesn't know yet, now he knows. Cool. Yeah, that was you. DC. That's it. No more questions for today. How's the weather in Germany? Let me ask you something.
Weather, autumn, typically autumn,
November. Is it now really is it getting freshy and cold now?
Yeah, not really cold. 10 to 14 degrees.
Yeah, man, that's cold.
For you, it's cold. For winter in Germany, it's not really cold, but cloudy, a little bit rainy. Yeah, typical autumn.
It's November, right? So it can be, it can get really cold. Sometimes we had snow in Tirol in November.
Could happen, but currently we are far away from the temperatures. Yeah.
Could you do me a favor and get rid of the winter, the daylight saving time in winter, because that really sucks?
You mean we should always stay on this level?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here. It's really exciting. I don't know why they're doing this. I heard somebody said they want to get rid of that. It's actually a thing from the past, but
Yeah,
yeah, I
it is
think
from the past and never changed. Yeah.
it's still there, right? But now that the energy prices are went up so much, so maybe it makes more sense now. What do I know? Yo, DC, that was a
Cool.
good show.
Was a really good show. Yeah. Exciting times ahead. Thanks for covering all the topics.
Yeah, very happy to do so.
And see you next week, Wednesday, here on stage, and everyone out there also. Yeah. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the questions. Yeah, the one or other was really great. It helps everyone out there watching it. And yeah, see you then next week with a new episode.
Absolutely.
Have a
Thanks for
great time.
watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.